a single.
We have a defense. Counter initiate. Hug the drum. Keep her alive. Hits his Pangolier. Ditching the drow in the fight. Oh, hope you don't jump. But it's inevitable. Now they pick up a fight. Sword. Beating scrum. I like the last pick from Scrum. A lot of pressure on up, I think. Scrappy and aggressive. It's hard. Lose a fight, you can go.
Stay resolute on shot timing. I believe that is their win condition for taking these fights.
It's not even secret you have faith.
It's just techies. But if they start a good fight with that around the Roche bit, they can get the Aegis. Oh, they can win. I believe in the.
Do you believe in 5 Marcy?
I believe in OG.
I kind of described everything that you. Thing left to do is just to see how it plays out. Game number 1, we're jumping into it. It's us.
Thank you very much. Coming into this second game for both these teams, they're both coming off a loss at the moment, so you got to wonder where the mentality is at for both these teams, because it's a condensed season. It's not like the previous years, and you know, we've thought about the mentality of both these teams, and I think we've got a clip coming up with BZM and his thoughts about the DPC and his mentality going into it. It'll be interesting to hear what he's got to say.
"30 seconds to battle." As pressure builds, the stalwart remain true.
That's a great mentality to have. Pretty much, you know, I don't give a damn. Like, you know, I don't give a damn who we play, who we're playing next. We're gonna pick the heroes that we want to pick and play the best Dota we can. And I like what they picked for themselves. It's a very straightforward, easy to execute lineup. Every single hero on their draft does have a stun.
Going after the bounty, but a quick hello and goodbye. Yeah, the mentality part is always interesting to me, because me personally, don't have that professional experience, and I can only imagine just going. If I didn't give it, I don't know how I would do. I mean, I care so much. So it's always interesting with the seasons changing, right?
Fine.
Like it's more condensed, or you have different people coming into Division 1. It doesn't matter who's in Division. We're gonna play our game.
Yeah, especially for Europe best 3, because stack, it's insane. Like, any of these teams could pretty much take it. And looking at some of the heroes that they have for themselves, ooh, very impressive move.
Poppy
already.
Getting a little bit low as Tiger was going in with the first level in tag team. Not getting that kill onto the Marcy, and that sends Puppy away. He got himself a couple of tangos. Now we're looking over bottom, and
no, we're not.
Now we're looking top. A little bit of back and forth as Puppy and Tiger. We see this a lot. Just the supports trying to go after each other. Maybe get a kill or so as the trample is in from Resolution. Misha looking like he's going to give up first blood as Ats, and that will be Tech.
He'll run him down. It's a very strong lane. Panel did mention the buff on sticky bombs, or actually managed to land it. Syats does have a fairy fire to work with.
He's fine. Never in doubt.
Look at the build on Primal Beast. Brave Band. You know something is OP. Like, when you look at the inventory, you're like, this is not right. This is not what he's supposed to have. But the item does give you, like, it's the best out of the 3, definitely.
What, to explain it to the people in chat, what makes it best?
Armor. Level 25 minutes into the game, armor, very good. Compared to what Null Tally gives and what Brace. Without a doubt, the best one. And to talk a little bit about the off-lane, Vampire, not the usual off-lane hero that we see. It's been very popular during the last DPC. South America. I've seen it so many times in pubs. It goes down to this. Has a good overall stats gain. Buffs the Guardian Greaves / Mech. This is the build that I've seen off.
Step lively now. You're
Right back there. Needed something to tank up in the team. How's mid doing? 14 CS, 15 on Tiny against the Boom 11. One of the Boom's better heroes besides his spirit.
Do you think that Boom's got a lot of pressure on him coming into this team? How he's got to play and how the microscope always feels like it's on him over mid in every game?
Most definitely. These are some big shoes to fill, considering that, at least in my book, I'm just straight up gonna call it, Misha is the best player in the world. He's been the best player for a long, long time, because he's been so stable. One of the weaknesses that a lot of other players do have, and definitely under a microscope. I think the same can apply to Shiro in LGD. Retired, like he's gonna be definitely every single mistake, small one, is gonna be pointed out. DM tosses him underneath the tower.
Not really taking much damage there as he's just tossed out of the tower and walks away. The CS is kind of even out for the moment, and take away that sentry. He's able to keep it alive as Misha getting low once again. LSA is gonna miss. Yuragi gonna get something as the side of Secret were looking to dive Misha. This is some aggression coming out from Secret, and we see that a lot from Primal Beast. They get aggressive and, you know, first item BKB, but what's the chemistry here with the techies in it?
It's an extra slow. It's a burst damage. You do have a setup with your stun and the blast off, so you got to be very careful. This lane deals a ton of damage. Usually, like when you think about blockwork, something Panel did mention is he's supposed to be good against the Primal Beast, but with all this harassment, and he dodges cogs.
Yeah, they're going in onslaught all the way through with the trample on Yuragi. They'll get the kill. That was started with Zayat's going to be sticky bomb. There was another one on Misha. Exploded, almost kill him, but then with the blast off, they'll get the kill, and then he's going to kill himself to the tower to come back full health, full mana, and continue to have that aggression down to the off lane.
Misha kind of wanted to die there. He stood, did not want to use the Fairy Fire, did not have any HP or mana left, and then Zayat denies himself to a tower, and it comes back, as you said. And goes for Misha with the full HP, full mana back the lane. If you're wondering why Lina is such a popular pick, like why she's so strong, she does have that NA in the name. Like, that's one of the reasons. One of the hottest heroes.
Because of NA?
Yeah.
Has that ever been true? NA the hottest?
Throughout whole Dota history.
Oh, okay.
This is a farm machine. Looking at, jokes aside, she's one of the fastest farmers in the game right now, and here they go again.
Blast
Double
off
silence.
onslaught. They want to go through. They want to get in on this. Sticky Bomb's not actually going to land. They've got the cogs around Resolution, so Yuragi's going to have some space to start throwing out some right clicks. There's not really much Zayats can do now that he's used both the Sticky Bomb and the Blast. He's got another Sticky Bomb available, but the LSA lands, and with the battery assault coming out from Misha, Resolution will drop, so the aggression, it's a double-edged sword. It puts you in deep if you land, and maybe you can get those kills, but it puts you in a position to really pay for it, and that's what it shows right there. OG's able to really
good cog from
send it
Misha.
back. Yeah, the cog on the LSA, and that is a second kill. Misha getting another one as Zayat gets caught by the cogs from this clockwork.
This time around, Misha using really good cogs, trapping Primal Beast, stopping most of the damage that's supposed to come on Lina. This lane is really fun to watch. Good torrent coming out from Boom.
arcane power.
The rune, but there is a rotation from Taiga coming up, some body blocks from BZM.
Double TP coming through for Secret. BZM's in a little bit far. Go to the Sticky Bomb. It'll go on to Taiga. Puppey. Send Taiga back towards the side of Secret. They've got the blast off. Silences both of them. The torrent lands. Boom gets a kill on Taiga. It's thanks to the dispose of Puppey that they bring that hero close enough to get that kill. And, they had a little bit of a countermeasure there, and we see this a lot with 6 heroes, 5-6 heroes coming over at the 6-minute mark. See it again here.
You got to make sure that your mid laner is having a good time. And speaking of some of the signature heroes, Zayat, that's his definite. He made the name for himself by playing techies and playing Treant Protector. Well, he did Jack Taser 1 point. I guess he wants to have a disarm in the lane.
Yeah. Seems like the move, and I'm happy I get to see a techies game. Jing Q not playing for LGD right now, and big techies star in China. that Techie's speed that I need.
You need it until you play with him or play against him. It's one of those heroes. Same goes for Pudge. Like, you don't like to play against him, but you also don't want to have him in all the hooks that you're...
Love to watch him. Have him in your... For now, it's fun to see as we're going to go through on a DM once again. Cookie making the aggressive play with the rebound as well as the dispose, but the Cookie is going to be enough to get the kill on a Chrysalis. Taiga moving forward and
good
shards out. But he's surviving with that stick. Here comes BZM, Avalanche in. We'll finish off the Drow, looking over at Puppey. The toss is there, and DM going to be disposed, but Puppey disposed of.
This is a very strong lane from OG, very easy to execute, putting tag team 2 points in it, understanding they might lack some right-click damage. Unfortunately, Soul Shredder does not work with a tag team. It would be slightly OP, that's why he's not getting it on Snapfire, and Snapfire hit level 6. If he shows up, Crystal is dead. It's one shard and he's dead.
Got the blocks coming through, the snowball comes in, the kisses are out, and Puppey, not much he could do to save him. They'll dispose DM, they've got Boom coming in with a double damage, but here's ZM again. He's still here. Toss up into the air, the ghost ship lands, they've got the kill on a DM, they'll at least get the trade, and now they're looking over as Zayat is here to help. They'll throw out a sticky bomb, it's onto Taiga. It'll explode and allow Boom to get a double kill. He's got that last shot, but BCM is still in the vicinity. Look for the rebound, but the avalanche, the toss, the blast off, BCM in trouble. The dispose, it's on to Boom, and the right-click damage is there to get the third kill. And Secret, they are going to lose Resolution at the same time, but they get 3 kills in this top lane.
Boom matched the movement coming out from BZM. He wanted to also participate with that double damage. I think this fight would have been slightly different because the Rumboat buff was just wearing off, and Tiny tossed his tree. He tried to go for the courier. He could have gotten at least 1 kill out of it.
Unfortunately, he ends up losing his life. And well, elsewhere too, they also got Resolution. He's got 2 deaths. It's not the end of the world, but you can see Ina CSing really well and almost right there in the net worth.
Yeah, it's very difficult to stop Lina from farming. Already has that Falcon Blade. Going into Maelstrom, pretty standard stuff. So she's going to be also inside the triangle relatively soon. No stacks in the triangle. OG, 10-minute mark. Let's see what the rune's going to be.
This rune, see what it is. Sticky bomb down. And a blast off right on top of the Clockwork. They'll look for the torrent. It lands on 2. Zayat's here with the help of Puppey and Boom. They get the kill on Amisha. The onslaught in, but the avalanche stops him in his tracks. So Resolution will be helped up via the shards for the moment, but they've got the X to mark the spot in which they want to kill BZM. As the right clicks come in from the side of Secret, they'll get the finishing blow from Boom, and they'll get themselves a second while they end up losing the techs.
Secret is bringing numbers to these fights every single time. They bring an extra hero because they feel like they might lack damage, and they're on the top lane trying to get some farm. We're looking at the ancient stack. There's some stack in the triangle for him to fall back to, because right now he's sitting in the middle of the pack.
Yeah, not nearly where Yuragi is with Selena, right? Definitely see the different farming abilities of these. And just the pressure that came out up towards top, right? With Chrysalis, speaking of pressure, top lane, Mortimer's Kisses is in. And when you're locked in the cogs like that, there's no way out. DM, they get a kill here onto the Drow again. That is the 3rd time they've lost this Drow already.
DM has been on point, playing with either Tusk or with the Clockwork. Pretty good setup for Mortimer's Kisses. They're gonna get a lot of value from it this game. One of the better items you can buy on Team Secret, definitely a Force Staff against the Cogs, against the Shards, push people out of the trouble. And we didn't talk too much about Marcy as a position 5.
Oh, dispose into the X. I like that combo. They're gonna look to get the Ghost Ship as well as the X to pull back. They land that. They'll hit the Torrent onto 2. Boom. Rebound from Puppey, and the right clicks in from Chrysalis. They've got the cogs again. That should allow BZM to get out of this one. He's going to run away, but the X is there from Boom. The pull back is tiny, but do they have the damage? He's quite tanky, has some help from both the Snapfire as well as the Clockwork, and Secret not able to continue this push to go for these heroes.
OG was thinking about turning there. There was another Scatter Blast available, and Tiny Combo was about to reset. CM did die 2 times, so his Blink Dagger is going to be slightly delayed. I would say like this is a big thing usually when you kill a mid-tiny because he is playmaking hero, but they have other playmaking heroes. Can easily rotate with either Tusk or a Clockwork. He bought the book for himself, so he's level 7, 4 points in battery assault. It deals ton of damage, and he thinking about agging himself. You know, bald move coming out from that position 5. It takes time.
Speaking of setups here and timings, well, there's one setup that's looking like it might go down up towards top. Misha's got the hook shot ready to go. Mortimer's Kiss is on cooldown, so maybe the damage isn't all quite there. And then the other timing I want to talk about, because I was watching Zayat farm the stacked camps, going for that shard, and he's going to have the gold pretty much on time.
You are saving gold for that 15-minute mark. This one of the heroes that like you need to have. It's pretty much same as Ricky when played as position 4 or 5, where you want to have that shard, smoke up, get the big fight, AoE silence, long duration stun. It's what you need. And the resolution, bottom in the middle of the pack, trying to farm up a BK. Standard stuff coming out from either primal based on a mid lane or from the off lane. Same build.
Yeah. You want to be able to get there and get the pulverize out, right? With no mentions. And that BKB will come in time, and you can see right now Boom getting the net worth on Secret. These 2 other cores, they're kind of leaving a lot to be desired in terms of their net worth.
Climbing for OG is going to be this Blink Dagger on Tiny. Guardian Greaves still not there. DM needs another 500 gold to finish it. Doesn't have a BKB yet. I've seen Linas mostly farm until they get the BKB because they don't feel too safe joining a team fight.
Right.
So smoke. 3. Rest of the team is in triangle. BZM not smoke.
BZM, he is not under smoke, but they're going to make a move to try to, potentially with just starting it off on that hook.
BKB. Boom. They can stun lock him. This could be a big issue, but if they can from 100 to 0 and they have enough damage, especially if Lina decides to join.
So there's that BKB. Chrysalis at the same time, he's trying to farm up the Ancients.
Easiest tower of my life. Viragi hits it once. Dead.
Easy gold. Gets the same thing over bottom. Got BZM going in with the Blink Daggers. The Avalanche is supposed to top. Nothing's going to end up dead, so the first one gone. Onslaught in. They take out DM. The hookshot comes through, but the Taurian, it lands on the 2. They've got the Pulverize, but the LSA follows it up from the Lina. Yuragi on the high ground has the damage. DM, Taiga, and Misha all gone. As it's 3 heroes down on the side of OG. They'll take out the supports of Secret, but well worth it for this dire side.
Boom is really on point with his torrents, with his goat ships. They do manage to burst the target immediately. DM did get the mech off, and the resolution closer to his BK. Those 2 online, things are gonna get slightly more difficult for OG to control them. This first usage of the BKB on Kunkka, and you can already see how powerful they are.
Yeah, and working with that and thinking about that BKB, like he was able to get a couple slams on that Pulverize out. You see Rezo charging up the onslaught, hitting a couple of these heroes in, and the snowball just puts him right into the torrent. LSA from Yuragi had some decent positioning. BZM realizing, well, everybody's here, I gotta go. Well, alive. Puppy, Boom, in some trouble, but the Mortimer's Kisses are gonna be off the mark. They've got the X. It's on the BZM. Also land the torrent, but Cookie, no follow-up.
Secret will be ready to fight again when the BKB is
shot.
up.
Still going for Boom. When he doesn't have this BKB for a little while, the Avalanche is towards the top. They get the gun to the Conquer. They're going to look over as the snowball comes out from Taiga. The Walrus Punch up into the air goes the Marcy and into the grave on the fall down. The resolution, the Pulverize, the damage. It's going to be a little bit short to get these other heroes, but they at least get Misha. Giving up 3 for just Misha isn't exactly the trade you want to make.
Big fight. I thought Team Secret's gonna wait until the BKB on Kunkka is online because they really do lack damage, but BZM, like his rotations were on point. He's been involved in 9 out of 15 kills. He's the one who's controlling the rune. Last time he did have haste. Tier 1 tower, which is gonna open up the map for OG. Pretty even game. A lot of kills, 27 kills in 17 minutes.
Yeah, averaging a lot. See the timings are starting to come out. You've got Tekis, who now has that shard with the upgraded blast off, giving him that 1.75 second stun. Cast range up by 300. blast off, level 4, ready to go to try and jump in onto these heroes. And Resolution, he's almost got this BKB, 730 gold short, and then he's going into the Blink deck.
OG feels slightly stronger right now because they do have full Guardian Grace, which is gonna lot the damage, and you also have BKB done on lane. This hero just never has mana. You're spamming way too much, and you're also getting stats instead of the Dragon Slave because it doesn't scale. Like, thinking about the mana cost, mana cost goes up. It's mostly about you having more mana pool to spam your spells. I like some of these ideas that pro players get from better pubs, or they pioneer, they see it somewhere, and then someone, you know what, I can do it better. Go for stats instead of mana.
Have the technology better. You know, certainly a massive pick throughout all the DPC regions right now.
Yeah, it's a hero that you need to ban or pick pretty much. That's going into Liquipedia. This is also build out of most popular a month ago, so it's your setup. It also makes you more tanky.
Got it.
Setup for your L.
Set up there for the Light Strike Array. We'll see when he gets that Gleipnir how much you're going to be able to from OG. Over at Rezo, he has that BKB, and then Crystallis, he's looking for the Hurricane Pike, but still about 500, 600 gold away.
Yeah, he's struggling. Did die 3 times, has been involved in only 1 kill so far. They have multiple heroes to get on top of Power Ranger. They have 3 strength cores that can get there. Found the big boy Philly, so except for that he has queued up. Might actually happen. Yeah. Gotta dream big.
Best item as a support. This Philly Stone drops, and you're like, oh, I can have gold. This is great.
Remember, EM talents, one of the better ones. I mean, it was a lot of gold back then. Mostly 60, but some heroes had it higher, and also the respawn talents.
Oh yeah, the Lone Druid one.
Respawn talents plus the Bloodstone. Lower the respawn time with it, so instant respawn, you die, respawn immediately, then buy back and come back into a fight one more time. So you had the times, maybe potentially, if we're talking about ages, smoke action from OG.
Yeah, walking in though onto well-placed proximity mine. Kind of sends OG back at least for now. Misha. Get a long shot in, but Resolution, he's going in with the onslaught. Hit DM. Nothing doing. Ships crossing in the night. You still have Crystallis trying to farm. He is, like you said, he's kind of struggling in this game, and he's not there. Say that hook shot. Yeah, he's bottom. So he's not going to be by this fight. He'll get the kill on the Ziots immediately with the Mortimer's Kisses. The torn up into the air. Misha ends up falling. EM won't dive up to the high ground with a snowball or anything like that. So it'll just end up being a 1-for-1.
OG are more than fine with this trade. They traded BKB and a kill for only losing position 5. But they know that without BKB on Primal Beast, he's not going to feel too comfortable getting in. So they're going to use this info and get inside the Roach. But this is also potentially a fight where BZM has Arcane Rune on Lightning. Nothing to dispel it. So he would got multiple avalanches and toss combos in a fight. So Secret, after seeing, they're going to respect it.
They give up the Aegis. They don't even go over to contest. A little bit more difficult for Secret, needing these items to really start flowing, but they're waiting for a Drow that is struggling to find a place to come back towards the top of the net worth, and it's really just not looking like a reality of the moment. Got this Maelstrom on the Lina, got this much space.
Step lively now. Your
Lina just farms. It's such a speed, it's such a level.
It's like a slightly better version of a Drow Ranger.
Shadowblade net. See how OG are gonna start to work. I have the Gleipnir too, so that was the timing you were talking about. 4 minutes left on the Aegis, you get a Gleipnir, you could go in. You definitely start playing this aggressive. You've got a lot of control over the map. Our top, maybe something in the jungle. find Puppy that's good. Not the kill that they want. Tier 1 over mid, they can cross over and find heroes there on Secret.
Wants to find an opening.
Shot coming through, and with the LSA, the Laguna Blade, they're trying to get the damage out of the Resolution. He'll pop the BKB. The Gleipnir is going to be thrown over on the Ziox. Doing, and a BKB pop by Yuragi, so that BKB's on cooldown. How confident will he be to try and help out this Tusk? Remember's Kisses coming down. They're going to start to Delta split on the side of Secret. Now they get the kill on the Taiga. Crystal is taking some damage here from these Kisses, but not a lot, with no follow-up coming through from OG.
BZM definitely wants to have his BKB for the next fight. 50 gold short. Try to make something happen. Secret punches back, and they got another kill. Snowball on cooldown, so it's not able to. It's been silent after farming that BKB. Next, that's tank up. Right flanks coming out from Tiny and Lina.
He had a lot of kills going in the early part of this game. I would say about pre-17 minute. All over the place. Got that early BKB. Now he's 6-1-6. He's doing A-okay. He's second on the net worth. I like where he's at. But like you said, you're not really feeling his presence in the game, right?
Yeah, he's farming. Like, he kept him in the game for the first 15 minutes with these rotations, double torrents, the boats, hook shot
in.
Next again.
It's on a Puppy, blink, avalanche, toss, and that's a dead Marcy once more. A mega kill streak in the hands of BZM for the moment.
Misha has been pretty sharp with his hook shots.
He's still looking.
Halfway there.
Yeah, I was wondering if he still had it queued up. He's got it queued and he's got 2 pieces.
Why, thank you.
BZM lurking.
Step lively now.
Far from his team, and we'll see if BZM wants to make the jump. They're actually going to go the other way around. He's got the snowball as well as the walrus punch. Yansong comes in with BKB, pop by Resolution. Zion taking a lot of damage. They'll end up dropping. Got themselves the pulverize from this primal beast, but it's not really doing enough. Got the X into the torrent coming out from Boom.
Hook shot.
But hook shot in, and Misha on the backlines. Ghost ship comes through. Yuragi, he's going to be singled out here, but BZM comes in with a blink and throws the avalanche toss. They get the kill to Puppy. They'll end up taking out Misha. The walrus punch. They found Crystallize, and he's not going to be able to make it out.
They get more of this. They cannot. They seem super strong. They can't even take out Aegis away from Lina, who didn't have too much mana in that fight, but yeah, look at the damage on him. Who's most damage on their side.
And Tiny doing a lot there. Crystal is getting caught out and finding himself just away from the team, and another kill onto this Drow. Misha just doing so much in these fights. These hook shots coming in and cogs coming through. Like, it felt like maybe Yuragi might have been caught out for a second, but they always have some help. They've got hook shot, they've got blink, avalanche, toss. They've also got this blink available on Taiga, so he's got the blink snowball save that we've seen a lot on these Tusks that are in the support role.
Cookie, Force Staff coming out from DM if necessary.
Guardian Greaves.
And I like this new build on Snapwire, and he also did pick up the Shard, has that 15 talent, so that means longer cast on Cookie and also 4 second less cooldown on it.
Again, they're going to continue to move. They've got the rocket flare hook shot once more, and trying to help out maybe Boom with the dispose, but he'll just lose his life. BZM, Taiga, their tag team duo with the rest of their team coming through to get a couple of kills, and they're going to look for one more. Ziots, rocket flare right on him. Laguna Blade kill for Yuragi. So 3 heroes dead again on Secret. OG just rolled.
Secret can't really leave the base. They don't have that like straight up playmaker. They don't have that instant stun. Primal Beast did go for a blink dagger, so maybe with the blink and pulverize, but there needs to be some kind of a follow-up. Not the easiest way to execute. Techies potentially, but yeah, looking at the odds on screen. Yeah. Oh, then they're showing why.
Yeah, a little bit of a favoring there in the odds, 1.68. What we're going to look over is the blink into the walrus punch going after Resolution. Rebound, the pulverize from Rezo, and Taiga in a bit too far, so he'll be disposed and killed by Rezo. He's one pick off there for Secret, but they're just not pulling them in tandem with anything else at the moment. These Coolers have been able to survive. Poppy even trying to go in, but look at the damage, a hook shot. The flat stuff is there, and they've got the Gleipnir to turn this one around. The damage from Crystallis, it's enough to get Misha. What else can you find? T-bomb onto the tiny BZM, still not afraid to go in. LSA to follow it up, still hold there. Ragi, Rezo in Blink with the pulverize, and now they're looking to turn it around. Got the ghost ship coming through, but another Gleipnir throw from this Lina stops Rezo in his tracks. BKB being popped by BZM, he is not scared, he'll just leap.
OG is so patient with their BKBs. They know that any kind of save is going to come out. This is a potential tossback, a cookie, the 4-stab that we said, the snowball from Taiga. There's multiple layers of save. Ooh, BZM, he's going to find Crystallis.
Crystallis again, just trying to 4-stab away, but they got the avalanche, the toss, and the Walrus Punch knockout. Crystallis, he can just not find any open space, and while that's going on, Yuragi's got a kill on Resolution.
That was also before he picked up Shadow Blade, so I guess he stopped it from Fog. The toss back.
Yeah, the toss back on the DM, but the BKB gets popped. Walrus Punch will take a couple seconds out of that. They've also got the shards to block him out of his base. The Dispose isn't bringing him too far, but Snowball all the way in. Taiga, let's see if he can escape this. It's not looking like it for BZM. He might just jump in on the high ground. That's exactly what he's going to do. He goes and kills Ayats.
And a cookie. OG very clean in terms of execution. They're getting kills on multiple lanes. This Lina shows why this is one of the strongest heroes in Dota right now. Having Boots of Travel, being able to participate in any fights and also punish if you decide to go for an extra wave. Clockwork finished off that Ag Scepter. Cost 5 Ags.
That is one of the better feelings as a 5 position. It's all by myself.
It's so difficult to take a fight because you have Rocket on second cooldown, spamming it, Rockets providing vision. I think they know. Yeah, they know that there is a high ground.
Secret. What can they do here to come back 12k down? And they are still relying on Crystallis to get some semblance of farming it. And he has been really struggling to get any time and space.
Once he hits that BKB, it's going to be much easier for him to stand his ground and take a fight. Multiple spells that he prayed off, the Mortimer's Kisses, so using 4-staff, and here comes Clockwork with those rockets. Bring him vision.
Ooh, that's a lot of vision, but the hook shot north. Go for Puppy instead. The axe has been picked up by BZM, so that tree volley, it's going to be dangerous, and Crystallis is going to be kissed to death. They've got DM with the Snapfire getting that kill, and they're going to look for more. Zayat, the damage coming in from Yuragi is just too much for him to handle, and BZM's in on the face.
He found another one.
He's got the avalanche, he'll have the toss. It's Rainer to the rest of the team. 4 heroes got on the side of Secret, and it looks like it's going to be a full team right here. Boom! He'll pop BKB, but his life will be popped as well. So everybody dead on the side of Secret. OG with a full clean team wipe, and they are on the high ground, ready to look to finish this one out.
All 3 lanes are getting pushed in. Team Secret thinking about whether to use Shift Enter, GG Enter at this point, or if they want to take another fight. Seems like it's going to be another try. Roshan did respawn. This is the second one. Aegis plus a shard, but they're going to be down at least 1 set of barracks.
Now, 6% win probability, and it is looking that way on screen when you're really just taking in the details. It is tough for Secret to really find their opening, and they desperately want this BKB, hoping it'll be the game changer for them on Crystallis. But for right now, it is all OG.
He's going to have it for the next fight, so that's big. Because we saw in the previous one, again, getting bombed by Mortimer's Kisses. We'll take this one.
Another 3 Aegis for them, this time coming with a shard. Taiga activated on himself. It's a bearing.
Tusk Shard is the only shard in the game that amplifies your shards. This is the shard in the game that makes most sense.
Yeah, I mean, I understand you. Shards upping shards.
Yeah, and he did pick up, he was thinking about getting AC. He had picked up Boots of Bearing, not the item that we see. It goes for the drums.
And it's off.
It's like, yeah, I'm just gonna upgrade it. We're not gonna get slowed down by the Drow Ranger. 1.5 seconds of pull to slow. Very cool mechanic.
Okay, Lee, Yuragi bottom. Hatsu maybe looking for a way in. I think it truly is just high ground defense or bust. Going in for anything by the tier 2 tower might be a little bit risky. They're going to get the rocket flare right on top of Zaz. You kind of hope that maybe they can make a defense if all goes right, if you're a secret fan, but fans are seeing this kind of develop in front of their eyes, and kind of easy for them to break through, right?
The only spell pretty much that they're afraid of on the high ground is the Draw Rangers. They don't have repositioning tool other than Marcy, which is not that great. She goes in, she's most definitely dead. Misha spamming his rockets with the Aghanim Scepter. Let's have a blast rig, so he's super tanky. Die immediate.
I love that he's just sitting there.
He also does have a
triangle.
jetpack. The shards in the game.
Fly away. Nice. First implement. Fought it a lot on Clockwork.
It's fun until you try to maneuver. It's like, how the hell do I move? That's one of the reasons why jetpack is not a thing in real life. When I was younger, I thought I'm gonna go to jetpack with a... Never happened.
Have you ever used those water jetpacks?
No. I definitely want to...
I've seen some people wipe out hard the jetpacks. Just aren't easy to control. I guess crashing into the water is better than crashing into the pavement.
Yeah.
For sure. So we still wait here as the Aegis has 2.5 minutes. We're seeing OG just take over the map, get their farm, look towards their next items. I know they wanted the Daedalus on the Tiny, and that's what's coming out, because they've got that tree bug. They could just spike trees onto the side of Secret. It's a happy little tree right into the face of any of these heroes. Seems like it's enough to get a kill.
Yeah, and they should start sieging slowly with Yuragi's right-click damage. AC is online. Clockwork provides vision, or if they have a creeps. And PM did pick up right back in the end, not the item that we after all these nerfs.
Think about it.
Slow siege. Oh, Cookie, wrong way.
Yuragi even seeing the onslaught went through the LSA on himself in anticipation of resolution coming through like that. Wait, we were going to be placed. LSA comes out. Blink. The Walrus Punch as well as the hook shot. They already going to kill his Ayats. He's got buyback available, and he's going to use it immediately. But Puppy doesn't. He's not so fortunate to have the goal. Got the Torrent as well as the Cookie. Yuragi going to be deeper into the base, but I don't know how much he's going to care once he's got the second life ready to go. And these heroes sitting so low on Secret. They get the kill on the Boom. They'll look over at the Drow Ranger. Crystal's trying to get back with the BKB, but PZM right on him with the help of Yuragi. They'll get the kill there. They'll call GG, and OG will take game number 1 over Team Secret.
Very clean execution from OG in game number 1. All 3 cores pretty much playing it perfectly. Lane's going really well for them. Misha on a Clockwork did find some really good openings with the cogs, stop Primal Beast from what he wants to do in laning stage. And yeah, his hook shots in the mid game were pretty impressive. Finding the target, pushing the back.